This is a steal for the Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets have already had one of the most surprising off seasons in the NBA, but they're not done after finishing 44-38 and posting their first winning season in years. Charlotte shocked the league by moving on from franchise cornerstones and doubling down on competitiveness by bringing in veterans and role players that will help the Hornets, while they also re-signed key players. Now, a new trade proposal suggests Charlotte could add another proven vet. And honestly, this will be the move that ties everything together. Welcome to Hornets Digest. I'm Jeff Testanero. Before we get going, I invite you to like, comment, share, subscribe, get in on all the action now. It's free. Daily updates about the Charlotte Hornets and everything going on inside Buzz City. We're also over on the socials, TikTok and X, at Hornets Digest. Click follow for all of that fun stuff too. Another big rumored trade proposal heading Charlotte's way. Another major trade sending Grant from the Grizzlies for Allen and Williams, a 2032 second round pick, a 2033 second round pick. According to the proposal, Charlotte would send out about $32.5 million in salary. For the Hornets, it's a relatively low cost swing because they wouldn't be giving up any premium first round draft capital. So this unloads a little more for the Hornets. It adds a little more to the top for the Hornets. Ultimately, too, it adds a veteran presence that the Hornets are greatly desiring. They have a few, but a few more can't hurt, right? Their projected core now includes White, Knipple, Miller, and Reid. Diabate's in there. There's talent there, but adding Grant gives them a legit vet presence while creating a much more balanced lineup. Despite criticism over his contract, Grant remains a productive NBA starter. He has had injuries. That is a problem. But who knows? Maybe he won't go down with injury. I don't know. Last season, he averaged 18.6 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 21.2 assists, 45.3% shooting from the field, 38.9% from the three-point range. Those are efficient offensive numbers from a forward who can score on all three levels or on the floor wherever he pretty much wants to. For a Charlotte team trying to stay competitive after major roster changes, adding nearly 19 points per game without sacrificing a core piece is a very, very attractive thing. A lot of teams will love to have that problem. The most intriguing part of this proposal is how Grant would fit in next to Naz Reid. He is the piece. We all know that. He is the piece on the floor. Reid put together another productive season. He averaged 13.6 rebounds, he averaged 13.6 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, 2.2 assists. Both players can stretch the floor. Grant and Reid can really stretch the floor and make things happen. Grant is a career proven scorer who can attack closeouts and operate in transition, while Reid's shooting ability forces opposing big men away from the rim. As the result, a true 5-out offense attack. Great. That spacing would create easier opportunities for young stars like Brandon Miller, Knipple, while also giving Kobe White more room to operate as a playmaker, and no defense wants Kobe White to have more room. Adding Grant and Reid would absolutely do that. In today's NBA, floor spacing is everything, and Charlotte could suddenly become one of the more intriguing offensive teams in the Eastern Conference. Yes, we know LeBron went to Philly with Brown, and they're all this big powerhouse thing, blah, 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 blah. But if Charlotte can spread out over the floor and give White more opportunities, Miller more opportunities, Knipple more opportunities to shoot, this will absolutely positively make them a more dangerous offensive team no matter who they face. Is adding Grant a good idea? I don't know. He seems to be hurt a lot. we don't want to be without a piece, but according to the trade proposal, the rumor trade proposal, they wouldn't be sending out Diabate, so that would include him off the bench or rotating through the lineup. So that can give them a little more space to operate. Of course, the trade isn't perfect, as I just pointed out. Grant's rebounding numbers have never been elite for his position, and the Hornets would still have questions defensively. Last season, Grant averaged only about 3.5 rebounds, while Reid posted 6.2 rebounds. Neither player is known as a dominant rim protector, and the Hornets could struggle against bigger front courts. There's also the financial commitment. Grant's contract remains one of the largest on the roster, and Charlotte would be getting that his offensive production remains consistent as he enters his mid-30s, getting a little up there. Contract's a little big. If Charlotte's goal is competing for a playoff spot rather than just rebuilding, this trade could make a lot of sense. This could open up a lot of things for them. Grant still produces nearly 19 points per game, shoots close to 39% from the three. He fills arguably the biggest hole in the Hornets lineup, which is another big man down at center. No offense to Diabate. I know we keep bouncing him in and out of the lineup, but, Grant can open things up for Reid. He can open things up for Miller. He could really be a major presence if he just stays healthy. The price for him isn't overwhelming. No first round picks included. And the fit alongside Miller, Reid is easy to envision. There seems to be a lot of upside around this trade rumor. There could be a lot of upside bringing Grant in to help the Hornets move a little deeper. Is it enough to turn Charlotte into a contender? Probably not. But it could push them firmly into the Eastern Conference playoff conversation. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely could do that. We could avoid some play-in. That'd be nice. Could avoid, any struggles down the stretch, any struggles at the big man position. This trade would help Charlotte achieve a little piece of its goal. Yeah, he's not going to exactly win, any scoring titles. Grant's not going to help push Charlotte into the NBA Finals, but one step closer is always good. One step closer is always good. I know you're going to tell me what you think anyway, so I'm not going to invite you to do so. So, for Hornets Digest, I'm Jeff Testanero. Let's go Hornets.